Hello everyone and welcome to this particular channel. My name is Choma Kandibisi, and on this channel I teach people how to quadruple their finances and scale their businesses. So if any of this interests you, feel free to click on the plus sign button and subscribe to the channel. So on this particular video I'm going to talk about dealing with hard time. Alright, so I'm going to first of all share a little bit of my own personal experience. So being in hard time is more of like when you don't actually have anybody to help you. You are broke, you are poor. This is me talking about this because you know in my own family, or let me just say where I come from, my family, there was a time where it was like one square of meal in a day, and you don't even know what you eat the next day. Like, it was that tough. All right, it was that tough. So it's just you're going to school because they have not chased you from your from the exam hall, or they have not chased you for not paying PTA or school charges or any of this stuff like that. But once they start to call people out that have not paid, probably we have not even paid for the past like three terms or something. Like, it was that bad. It was that bad. So dealing with poverty or dealing with hard time, it's just at the point of where you think suicide is the only exit. You think there is no hope. You think there is no way. You are broke. You are angry. You are depressed. You are sad. You are being insulted. You are being pushed around here and there. You are working hard, but then it does not equate the amount of money you get. You are working a place where you are paying you 15K, 20K, and you are working Monday to Saturday. Now, it can even be 50K or 100K, but you know that you deserve more. You know that your worth is more. You know that your time is worth more than that amount you're being paid. That's like, for me, that's like the general dealing with hard time situation. So one thing I would just list out the things I did that helped me, and coming from the whole research I've done, other points are going to also come from like research, and also from personal things that I did, and from general research after asking my colleagues and doing some research and getting to hear their stories, all those kind of things. For those of you that listen to BTS Space, you understand what I'm saying. All right, now these are the things you have to do to be able to escape from hard time, or to be able to actually really just escape from hard time and leave that hard situation, or just be able to win hardship. I don't know how best to put it, but this is how I'd advise you to deal with your hard situation. All right, number one, leaving the environment. For me, what I did was that I was able to leave the environment, like where I grew up from, all those kind of thing, and move to my sister's place. Because why? It was, for me, I feel like I needed that space to be able to first of all identify and have peace of mind. All right, because the place I was working before, I think I was even being paid as a sales girl 10K or something like that. It was so bad that transportation is like 9K. So what am I doing with my life? Do you understand? And then secondly, because you live in an environment that is poor, the mindset is go to school, like hustle, go to school, come out, get a job. That was the mindset. So when I left that environment that had just that mentality of like the only way to succeed is by going through school, then getting a job, and boom, you have made it in life. Even if that job is paying you less than 100K, you have made it in life. That's their mentality, that's their mindset. You are doing a work that even a farmer can earn. In fact, your whole 1 year salary, a farmer can earn it. It's not a work now. You're being paid 20K, 30K. What's that? But their mindset is education, or let me not say their mindset is that school is the key. That's their major mindset. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but the way they do it, or the way that environment, I'm speaking based on experience. So the way these people carried it on their head that it's only school, like once you're done, you have your certificate, your BSc certificate, that is the only thing that can give you a good life. It is so wrong. So when they see anybody doing anything on the internet, they are already tagging this person, that this person is probably doing Yahoo, or this person is doing hookup, or this. But when I left the environment and I moved to where my sister was staying, which is more advanced and it is in the city, it opened my eyes to a lot of things, because there are people who were doing content creation, there are people who were doing amazingly well for themselves. Like, I was able to see other people's lifestyle. I was able to see people who were actually earning online, for me to be able to now believe that, okay, you know what, I can actually earn online. So sometimes your environment limits you. Your environment limits you, and most times there is nothing you can do but to live. Now, if you don't have a place to live or to go to, you're not just going to fly and live with empty pocket. No, this is what you need to do next. All right, take my advice or leave it. It's all based on you. But one thing I know is, with this research and with my own personal experience, this advice should go a long way and should do you good. All right. The next thing you can do is getting a job. You can get a job in the city, or you can get a job in a good place that you know that you can save reasonable amount of money from. And that is my second point, getting a job, because it will help you. You can save reasonable amount of money, so that when you gather that amount of money, you can move from that location. Because sometimes, I'm telling you the truth, environment can limit you. You might be thinking, oh, the only way to succeed is by getting a job. What if you start your university and then they do strike for like 3 5 years? So for 5 years your hope is like this. You can't even say, okay, you can't even say, okay, after 5 years it is certain that I'm going to get a job. So you are going to strike for 5 years, then you are coming back to complete it, and then you don't even know the probability of the job you are going to get. So when you change into a better environment, a more civilized environment. I'm not saying that place is not civilized, it is. I'm just saying the mindset there was so wrong, and it was so wrong for me. All right, because any small thing, everybody will ask you, oh, why are you not in school? Why haven't you started going to school? Go to school. Like, as if they were saying it to my mom, as if it was like she had the money and then I cannot further the university. This was somebody, I passed my jam. I think I got 203 or 205. So I passed my jam for computer science, right? And I was supposed to go and write exam in the East. But I wasn't able to go because of lack of money. Now you're telling the person, put her in school, do this. Like, it's hurtful, because it's now making it look as if there's a place. At a point I was feeling like there's a place my mom kept money and she didn't want to bring it out, until the day she broke down and she started crying, and that thing broke my heart. And I was like, this is why I'm making this thing look as if school is the only way. I know that education is important, but for them it was like, if you're not doing education, your life has ended. This person has wasted their life, or this person is on the wrong path, something like that. So I just had to leave. And then I had a lot of friends there, like school friends, childhood friends, and they will be like, oh, we're in the university, we're 1 year ahead of you, this kind of joking, mockery kind of stuff. It was really upsetting and annoying for me. So imagine when you step out to go and buy something, somebody is telling you, oh, why are you not in school? Oh, what happened? Did you pass jam? Did you know what? Like, yeah. Like, for me, it was like just too much criticizing. Do you understand? So I have to leave. That's why you see me, I'm talking about leave. It's not as if you should just wake up, carry your bag. No. But just plan yourself. Get a job, something you can do to be sustaining yourself, that you can even save enough to move out of the environment. But if the environment is not as toxic as what I just explained, then there is no need for you to move. All right? You can just move to the next one. The next step is to start saving to invest. Now, in this day and age, technology has made it easy for you to be able to invest in reasonable things at a low amount of money that can yield millions for you. All right. You don't have to start buying shares from big company that you cannot afford to even buy shares from. You know what I'm talking about. So when I say save to invest, I mean save. You are working, start piling up money. Whether you move or you do not move, start working so you can start piling up money, start saving money. Because you're going to be needing it to start any online business, not the one that you are scrolling online. You see somebody talk about an online business and you are certain that this online business will change your life. And you have done your study and research about that coach, that person, and you know that this person, their students are getting result. Oh, this person is actually changing a lot of people's life, and you are now entering the person DM to say, oh, please teach me for free. That's why you get blocked. That's why a whole lot of you get blocked. A whole lot of you get negative reaction because you are insulting the coach. This coach must have even paid millions to learn that skills. They must have even have a coach that they are paying monthly. They will even have foreign coach that they are still paying every single month. And then you are now telling them to teach you for free. Now, are you being realistic? You are not being realistic, for crying out loud. All right, so you need to have the money down to be able to invest in a digital online business, in a digital skill, because in this day and age, digital business is what will give you the results you are looking for. Online business will help. That's why if you see, majority of people are running into content creation because it's online. All right, so if you feel like, oh, you don't like content creation, you can start a YouTube faceless channel. If you feel like you don't like YouTube faceless channel, you can do copywriting, ghostwriting, social media management, social media marketing, advertising, Facebook ad, Google ad, TikTok. There are so many things you can invest in. But my advice for you is to first of all ask yourself what do you love, and then search about it online. All right, study about it and begin to find someone who can teach you that thing. All right, that is just it. And have the budget so that if the person say it is this or so amount, you can bring out that money and learn. That is just the truth. And learn, and not just learn but also implement. This will take me to the fourth stage, or the fourth step, which is never being in a haste to rush your course. I'm bringing this specifically here because there are some persons that when they join a community or they get a course and they are seeing other students who have gotten that course, so it's probably few months ahead of them, is getting results. They are in a haste. It happened to me, right? And I was in a haste and I was just rushing. I'm asking what's next, what's next, what's next, and I got blocked. So don't do that. Don't be in a haste, because when you are in a haste, you never really understand what you are doing. You're just rushing so that you can be among the people that will start dropping testimony, and that's wrong. Go through your course over and over and over and over again. In fact, go through your course 5 times, word for word, till you can follow the person, the presenter of that course, that video. You can follow that presenter to say word for word what they are saying in the video. In fact, before the person will even make the next statement, you already know the statement that is coming out. You can even follow the person and make that statement so that you will complete it together. Go through your course the same way you go through movies you love so much that you have watched 30 times, that you can talk about to your friends and narrate. This was how this movie went. This was how this, it was so sweet. It was so this. You can narrate everything word for word, picture by picture, plot for plot. Oh, this is my best part. Go through your course like that. It will help you, because every single time you go through your course, you are learning something new. The first time you go through it is not enough. Second time you capture a lot of things. Third time you begin to get it. The fourth time is to open your heart to start implementing. The fifth time is more of like, okay, I did this, what's next? I did that, what's next? So go through your course. There's nobody will do it for you. See, even if you have a supportive coach, your coach will not come and start holding koboko and say, yeah, start going through your course, because your coach will not fly from where they are and come to your house and say, go through go through your course for your own good. Go through your course for the money you've paid. Go through your course because you know it is in this course that your solution is. Go through your course and implement. Just go through your course. So once you begin to go through your course, it will take me to stage 5, which is implementation. Implementation is so important because you can have all the knowledge in the world and you will not start. So go through your course and start implementing. Don't be scared that I'm going to get it wrong. You might fail because it's your first time. That's normal, but you learn. So if you don't implement, you cannot learn and you cannot know where to work on and upgrade in. So go through your course, implement, let your course sink in your head. Go through your course to the point that it will sink in and you are so used to it, and you can implement freehand. Like you can implement offhand without watching the video and implementing. That's just the level that's the level I've gotten to. Like You can do it offhand. If they tap it today, you already know what's next. Like I'm using the Google Ad course as an example. Launching a campaign, I already know what is next in my head. I know I don't have to go through the course to say, okay, I'm doing it offhand. Go through, and even at this point, I still go through my course. I also still go through my coach course. I go through it over and over again, at least once in a month or at least once in 3 months. But go through your course, it will help you, honestly speaking. Now, the sixth thing you have to do, now the moment you start earning, the moment you start making small money, small resources, start strategizing, because it is easy to make money, but it is not easy to manage money. That's why you see some people who go up and they fall, because why? They don't strategize their money. You need to learn money management, how to multiply your money, how to keep your money, how to invest your money. All these things are important. These are what multiplies more money for you. If you don't know this thing, once money comes, you start eating it, you start squandering. All right, and it is not a good thing, because once you start to squander, by the time you will need that money, maybe to run ad, maybe to invest in this, or maybe to get more courses so that you can enlarge your knowledge, you can enlarge your course, you are lost. You are lost, and there's nothing you can do because you don't even have the funds. It will not make it start, like it will make you to go back to square one again. Now, before I mention the last but not the least thing to do, if you're getting value from this video, click on the subscribe button to join the family, and also drop what you think about this video in the comment section. And lastly, share this video to help someone out there. So this last one is, it is one of the most important things to do. Always go back home once in a while. When I mean once in a while, I'm not saying once in a year. No, I mean maybe once in a month, maybe once in 3 months, depending on how it suits you. Or if you can't travel back home, always call back home so that you can remember how far you have come. You can remember what you escaped, and you can remember where you are coming from, so you will not be comfortable, because comfort is a very deadly thing. You don't know, it can just come at you, because you have the money to buy this, but you will now relax. No, you don't want to relax. You can be satisfied and contented, but you don't need to relax. So always call back home or go back home, any which one that suits you, so that you can remember where you are coming from and where you need to get to, so that you can keep on moving. Do well to share this video to 1 or 2 persons that matters the most to you, so that they can absorb this information and make judicious use of it. See you in the next one. Thank you.